April 24th, an electric atmosphere will cascade the VyStar Veterans Memorial Arena in Jacksonville, Florida, for a night headlined by the blockbuster rematch.
Both men very well prepared. There's so much on the line.
This might be the tops in the craziness department. Jorge Masvidal will step in on 6 days' notice to fight Kamaru Usman.
Oh, Michael Bisping, the tension of a UFC championship main event, fans or otherwise.
Look at the speed. Masvidal slick. This is where Usman precisely wants him 30 seconds into the fight. And he's trying to get back to the feet.
The commitment to the foot stomps, the shoulder strikes, Usman ripping the body as instructed as well.
I can beat that guy. I wasn't too happy with my performance personally because each and every time I get in there, it needs to be flawless.
Following the victory over Masvidal, Usman's bout with Gilbert Burns was rebooked.
Oh! Massive right hand by the champion! Goodness.
That's it.
It's over.
And that will do it. And still the best welterweight, Kamaru Usman.
Wow. That was a championship level performance by a man that should get his respect in Kamaru Usman.
Man.
This is my cage.
God didn't bless him with that manliness, you know, where he could hurt another man with his fist, and it must suck to live that life.
These guys, they see me and, you know, I'm a nice guy, I'm quiet, I don't talk unless I have to talk.
On April 24th in Jacksonville, Florida, Usman and Masvidal enter primed and ready.
Will there be a baptism? Will Masvidal break through?
Kamaru's been there, done that, and he's unfazed.
You're a champion because you're jab.
Kamaru wanted this fight because Masvidal is making a ton of excuses, and I don't think he can really do much more than he did last fight. It's up to us to do more.
Get 1, 2. Cross. Hey, 1 jab.
Yeah, go. Every time you're done, I want a short angle. Kamaru's not near that. He is still on the uphill ride.
Good work, guys.
I'm going to be at the fight, so I think the atmosphere is going to, you know, with the fans being back, it's part of what we live for, you know, is that chaos, you know, which comes with the crowd, so.
I'm moving out tomorrow, everything must go. We can't forget these. Let's do it. Nah, let's get it all off. We're taking it all off since people want to talk. There's a snowstorm coming, so I was supposed to fly tomorrow evening, but now we gotta fly in the morning just to avoid any holdups.
Fight week is officially underway. It ain't real unless you touch down, and we just touched down in Jacksonville. Oh! Now we're gonna go get these bags, go to the hotel, check in, get ready for fight week.
We just got to Jacksonville, the whole team is here. It's another fight week, another day, another dollar. I want to thank a lot of people out there, especially I want to thank God. And I want you to know, everybody watching, ain't change, I'm still that thugged out.
You didn't even have, you didn't even catch, we didn't even catch you.
You said
we didn't even catch you.
I just came out victorious once more.
Somebody has to win and somebody has to lose.
Yes, me.
And who's that somebody?
I'm winning.
Oh.
Yeah, because he goes to that so often. That's such his power shot.
Oh, he's dead. Oh, that God! What a finish for Jorge Masvidal!
The fight clock is brought to you by Modelo. One of the greatest knockouts you'll ever see!
Oh my goodness!
Stiff as he has just turned in the fastest knockout in UFC history. 5 seconds, wow. The official time.
One jack. 1, 2. Cross. Good word.
Usman defends the welterweight title against this man on Saturday night at UFC 261.
Guys getting slicker and slicker.
What's up, bro? Looking good, bro.
What's up, guys?
Good luck, bro.
And then just let it fall off your shoulders a bit.
Good.
Yeah.
In the first fight, was there anything you took and said, Kamaru Usman better at this than I expected him to be in that area, and I need to maybe improve and work more in this specific spot to make sure I win the next time?
He relies on the same tendencies and patterns that he always does, so it's just, we have to take advantage of them and exploit them.
Oh, hi there. Didn't even see you guys there. You know, I ain't really with the rah-rah, but if they want to get gangster, we can get gangster. I ain't got no problem with getting gangster.
Ooh, feel good to be back in the stadium.
Straight wins. Nearly 8 years undefeated.
All right, who has the first question? John Morgan.
Dana, just before we get to the fights, I just wanted to ask you, I mean, obviously, you know, fans back in the building. It's not often we have the governor and the mayor on stage. Can you just set up what this event means historically for the UFC? I mean, does this feel like a huge moment in history?
We showed in the beginning of the pandemic that this could be done safely and it could be done the right way. And now we're showing that you can do it in closed venues and it can be done safe. So it's a big night on Saturday.
Kamar, I want to start with you if I could. You know, Jorge's been a big part of the story around your career for the last 8 or 9 months or so. His name gets mentioned a lot with you a lot. So I'm curious in that time, has this fight become personal to you at all?
No, it's not personal at all. You know, if he's making it personal, that's on him. You know, for me, it's not personal. It's all about business. And he's that next guy that I've picked. So, yeah.
Clearly the first time, it was a tough assignment, right? A week's notice, around the world, weight cut, all that. But you did get to spend 25 minutes. What did you learn about him in that fight that you can use this time around?
One thing is thinking it in your head, and one thing is feeling the strength level, the endurance, his rhythm, how he moves, how he's thinking, how he reacts to certain situations. So I take that same blueprint, bring it into the next fight, and execute my math.
All fighters say, hey, once we get in the cage, it's just the octagon and the cage. But fans back in the building, Florida, you seem to thrive under the brightest lights. I mean, is the crowd going to bring you to a different kind of energy on fight night?
I come in here to perform and bring the violence that they crave. And that's the only reason why I got all these fans behind me.
But the fans can't fight for you.
I'm going to whoop your ass all by myself. I don't need nobody.
What?
I don't need nobody. I'll whoop your ass all by myself.
You got 14 losses in your career, 7 in the UFC. You're 3-3 in your last 6. You are sitting there today because I chose you.
Don't lose to this guy. And when you get when you figure it out
that
we stopped on that rubbing foot technique, you're gonna be in for a long one, man. I'm gonna bust your face up, break more bones than last time.
Word.
Remember this face.
Word.
Word, my brother.
Kamaru, right in the post-fight press conference after you fought Jorge the first time, you already said you wanted to run it back. And you said that the reason because of that is you didn't get that finish, you wanted to prove that you could beat him. If you don't finish him this Saturday, will you be satisfied?
I come in each and every fight, and I come in because I train very, very hard. I didn't feel like I broke his will. And on Saturday night, once I break his will, absolutely, I'll be satisfied.
Never will.
How much does this actually mean to you to finally have this back?
Nah, listen, I've been waiting for this for a long time. It's awesome. And I've been so excited for this Saturday night. I can't wait till this place is full and all these guys walk out of the tunnel on Saturday night. It's going to be good.
Putting the sweats on. We're just getting these last couple pounds off this bitch.
God bless everybody supporting me. Even the bitch ass haters that be reporting me. I love everybody, man. God bless everybody.
Francis came in today, and just to see Kamaru lighten up, I mean, it was great. To be able to see Kamaru have a smile on his face during cutting weight, that's huge.
Don't let me get hot. You know, all these shows feel big, as I've said to you guys before, but man, this one just feels enormous. I gotta make sure I'm ready to go.
All right, thank you all for being here for the official weigh-in for UFC 261, Usman versus Masvidal 2.
170. Yeah!
170 pounds, the official weight for Jorge Gamebred Masvidal.
169.5.
169.5 pounds, the official weight for the champion Kamaru Usman.
Jorge, I know you've talked about the feet rubbing quite a bit. Did you learn anything else about his fighting style that will help you this time around?
He's scared to strike, and I don't blame him.
Usman, how many times did we have to give him the lick and split for ESPN magazine? The lick and squint for the magazine.
They had to tell me a couple times, yo, sir, just give us, just look at us regular, just give us a regular look. DC, you watch what you say. Francis is right here. Watch what you say.
Hey, Usman, what does it mean to you guys?
DC says you are now the heavyweight champion of the world. You're rich. You can buy bigger shirts that fit you. You don't have to have the small shirts anymore.
I'm not rich like you, DC. On my way.
Usman, good luck tomorrow, man. Have fun, get some rest, recover, rehydrate. And it was great to talk to you, buddy.
Violence tomorrow. Right now, it's the calmness, you know? Calm before the storm. But tomorrow, all the violence that you need, crave, I got you. Don't you worry, man.
When COVID hit, I knew that we would be able to pull this thing off first.
Many people thought that this would be impossible.
This little street dog still running his mouth. He had a built-in excuse, stepping in on 6 days.
We're gonna run it back, so don't worry about it.
Jorge Masvidal's time is here.
That's a born fighter, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm gonna baptize Kamaru Usman in a very violent way.
We'd like to welcome you to the weigh-in for UFC 261. Usman versus Masvidal 2. In the main event, the Nigerian nightmare Kamaru Usman vies to maintain welterweight supremacy in a rematch with Jorge Gamebred Masvidal. What's going on, Jacksonville? We are back! How about it? The BMF himself, Jorge Gamebred Masvidal! 170 pounds, the official weight for Jorge Masvidal. $169.5 pounds, the official weight for the champion Kamaru Usman.
I know what you guys came here for violence, so that's all I'm gonna give you tomorrow. I'm gonna baptize this individual with some holy fists. You guys know what I bring to the table. I'm gonna knock this motherfucker out.
There's a reason I am pound for pound one of the best to do this. And tomorrow, and still.
Sleep well, we'll see you tomorrow. There he is, the champ Kamaru Usman. Dateline, Jacksonville, Florida. It is the night of all nights for the combat sports leader.
In a champion, you look for someone who's dominant, who's special, who's above the rest of the pack.
But Gamebred is up to the challenge.
18-1 as the UFC welterweight champion and unblemished 13-0 inside the octagon. Jake Paul is here. And the newly minted Super Bowl champion, Antonio Brown.
Biggest fight on the biggest card for Fight Island has been officially postponed. On 6 days' notice, Jorge Masvidal will step in.
20 pounds in 6 days. It was rough, but I did it.
He's still running his mouth, talking about, oh, he broke my nose, stepping in on 6 days. Give you 3 weeks, he's gonna do something.
And there is a new record holder for the longest winning streak in UFC welterweight history.
Oh! Out cold!
You can have some success, but when it comes to being the elite, you fall short.
He is the consummate fighter's fighter.
This is something people would not have thought. They would not have imagined that Jorge would be back in this position.
And again, there are a lot of people see value in that underdog number for Jorge Masvidal at plus 315. See both fighters coming in at or below the championship limit of 170 pounds.
Keep it clean, touch gloves if you wish, let's do it.
Just got stung. Nice right hand by Usman. You've got to respect it and be ready to defend takedowns, because if you don't, that's what's going to happen.
But he can cut you from this position as well.
Yeah, some slicing elbows from Masvidal.
Masvidal landed a beautiful elbow right there.
Those are hard elbows. And from a good angle for him.
But Kamaru's so strong, man. So physically gifted for the weight class. Oh!
Big right hand by Usman.
That one, that one.
A good jab, too.
Oh!
There's that knee, appeared to get through.
Beautiful knee there by Masvidal.
Don't let him get to your back if you get taken down. Use the whizzer.
There's Colby Chaos Covington in the building. And of all the superlatives...
Holy smoke!
Oh my goodness!
Closed. He won
that was insane.
Well, we already knew he was the best in the world at 170 pounds. More affirmation tonight.
They thought that Masvidal to have a chance it had to be a stand-up fight. Usman beat him in a stand-up fight.
Here it is. Oh my God! Oh my God! And it's so perfect. There's no question whatsoever what happened. Look at that. Look at how limp he is when he goes down. Look, watch. After it hits, boom! Look at, he's out cold.
Kamaru said he wants to show a better version. Guess what? Johnny's better.
Few grown men there who really enjoy
oh my goodness.
Jobs.
That was insane.
And still the undisputed.
I'm still getting better. You know, the sky's the limit for me for as long as I'm doing this.
The undisputed welterweight champion of the world, ladies and gentlemen, Kamaru Usman.
Let's talk about Kamaru Usman. As you said, just an absolutely amazing performance from him tonight. I don't think anybody saw the fight ending that way. Just what are your thoughts on him? And he's saying, hey, I'm pound for pound number one. I mean, are you looking at him as that as well?
He changed after he did that whole I only gave 30% tonight thing. He's been a different human being ever since the RDA fight. To really cement your legacy, you know, when you go in and you beat the guys who are looked at as the best in the world at that time, and you beat them twice, and you beat them convincingly, you know, it's all just part of cementing that legacy that this guy is going to end up having someday.
Kamaru has come way from when he said 30% to now, the way he's actually been fighting so far recently. In one word, how would you describe Kamaru Usman so far?
He's not afraid to trade with anybody. He's not afraid to stand with anybody. If he has to wrestle, he wrestles. He's become an unbelievable, well-rounded fighter, one of the greatest ever, and on his way to possibly being the best ever.
As far as Usman, are you trying to keep him busy this year? Because you look at this division, I know you said Colby's next, but we have Nate Diaz and Leon Edwards in a couple weeks. You have Burns and Wonderboy. Like, there's quite a queue building up for him.
I mean, the clear-cut guy right now is Colby. And then we'll see how all these other things play out for the next contender. But, you know, there's no doubt that Colby Covington's the next guy.
Kumar, congratulations. I mean, obviously a huge win for you no matter what, but, I mean, to do it in that type of fashion, pretty incredible. So just what's the emotion like for you after a performance like that?
You know, he elevated me. He gave me that extra oomph that I needed, you know, in training. So, you know, I'm just blessed to be in this time right now.
Dana was here earlier, and he said you're clearly one of the best in the world right now, on your way to being one of the greatest ever. To hear that type of praise for him, I wonder if it means something to you, because obviously we know the history, right? There were times when maybe he wasn't your biggest fan. So to hear him converted, does that mean something to you?
I want to see it truly. On Monday, pound for pound, right now, I'm the best fighter on the planet. And, you know, I just want to see that on Monday.
What do you think Jorge goes from here, right? Because he's made himself this superstar, but now he's lost to you twice. What do you think his position is in the division?
You know, I worked for all these things. I worked for the shot, the chance to deserve all those nice things. You know, I might have not came in a private jet, but I'm damn sure I'm leaving them.
And being real for a second, you know you put him out when he went and hit the canvas.
Did it feel good to get some of those extra shots in there?
The ref didn't pull me off yet, so, you know, I keep going until the ref pulls me off. And, you know, those are super necessary.